Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and curious minds alike. Whether you're an avid coin collector, a hobbyist, or someone who just happened to stumble across an old quarter from 1991 and wondered, could this be worth more than 25 cents? You're in the right place. Here on our channel, we explore the fascinating world of coins, diving into their history, their hidden features, their collector value, and how you can identify hidden gems in your own pocket change. Today's episode is all about the 1991 quarter dollar, a coin you've probably seen many times, but one that could surprise you with its hidden value if it's in the right condition. So grab your coin jar, take a seat, and let's explore what makes this particular quarter so special, and just how much it might be worth in today's market. You might be sitting on something more valuable than you think. Let's begin with the basics. The 1991 quarter dollar coin, like all standard U.S. quarters, has a face value of 25 cents. But depending on the condition of your coin and where it was minted, that simple quarter could potentially be worth a lot more, especially to collectors and enthusiasts who are always on the lookout for rare minting errors, pristine finishes, and historical significance. This particular coin is part of the Washington Quarter series, which began back in 1932 and continued until 1998 before the State Quarters program took over. On the obverse or front of the 1991 quarter, we see the familiar bust of George Washington, the first president of the United States. This portrait was designed by John Flanagan and features the inscriptions Liberty at the top, In God We Trust on the left, and the year 1991 along the bottom. The reverse side of the coin shows the iconic eagle with wings spread wide, clutching a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength, and an olive branch underneath representing peace. The inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum and quarter dollar surround the eagle. Now let's talk about where these coins were minted and how many were made. The 1991 quarter was produced at 3 U.S. mints: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, and San Francisco S Mint Mark. Philadelphia minted over 570 million quarters, while Denver produced over 630 million. That's more than 2 billion coins in total. So yes, the 1991 quarter is very common, but don't let that discourage you, because not all 1991 quarters are equal. Those with certain traits, higher grades, or unique mint errors can carry significant value far above their face amount. Let's dive into what collectors are really after. First off, condition is king. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers meaning better preservation. A 1991 quarter in good condition, meaning it shows signs of wear, but is still identifiable, is generally worth its face value, just 25 cents. But if you have one in brilliant uncirculated condition, or even better, a mint state coin graded MS 65 or higher, the value can increase dramatically. Coins in MS 63 to MS 65 condition typically sell for $2 to $7, and high-end MS 67 examples can fetch $30 to $50 or even more depending on the market. Let's not forget about proof coins. These are special strikes made for collectors and are produced at the San Francisco Mint with an S Mint mark. Proof coins are not meant for circulation and feature a mirror-like finish with extremely fine details. If you own a 1991 S quarter from a proof set and it's in pristine condition, graded PF 69 or PF 70, it could be worth anywhere from $10 to $25 or more, depending on demand and condition. Now here's where things get even more exciting: mint errors. Occasionally, a small number of coins leave the mint with mistakes. These are called error coins, and collectors absolutely love them. Some 1991 quarters have been found with double die errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and even die cracks. If you got a coin like this, its value could skyrocket. Depending on the type of error and how prominent it is, you could be looking at a value of $50, $100, or several $100s. One example of a dramatic off-center strike from 1991 sold for over $150 at auction. But how do you know if your 1991 quarter is valuable? First, closely inspect the coin. Use a magnifying glass to check for any doubling of letters or numbers, off-center designs, or other unusual features. Then look the mint mark. No mark means Philadelphia. A D means Denver, and an S is a proof coin. Coins with deep luster, sharp edges, and no signs of wear are your best bet for higher value. If you believe your coin could be something special, consider sending it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC4. Professional authentication and grading.AS for today's market value. Let's break it down simply. Circulated 1991 quarter. Worth face value. $0.25 brilliant uncirculated MS, 63 to MS, 65. Worth $2 to $7. High grade MS, 67 or higher. Can sell for $30 to $50 plus proof coin, 1991S. Valued between $10 to $25 plus in top condition. Error coins, depending on the error, can fetch anywhere from $50 to over $200. And remember, coin values can change over time due to collector interest, silver prices, and the rarity of certain errors. That's why it's always a good idea to stay connected with coin forums, watch auctions, and stay informed about what's trending in the numismatic world. Closing paragraph. So, the next time you come across a 1991 quarter dollar in your change or inside an old coin jar, don't just pass it by. Take a closer look. You might be holding onto a little piece of American history. And maybe even a small fortune if it's in the right condition or has a rare error. Whether you're collecting for fun, investment, or the thrill of a hunt, this coin is a great example of how ordinary money can hold extraordinary value. Next up, the 1996 quarter dollar coin that at first glance, it might seem like an ordinary piece of change, but as we'll find out, its value can be surprising, especially in the right condition or if it contains unique minting errors. So grab your magnifying glass, check your coin jars, and let's explore the full story of the 1996 Washington quarter and just how much it could be worth in today's market. Part 1. Historical background. Let's begin with a bit of historical background. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the design remained relatively unchanged all the way until 1998. Before the 50-state quarter series launched in 1999, the BY 1996, the Washington quarter had been a staple in American pockets for over 6 decades. The obverse still featured the familiar portrait of George Washington, with the word liberty above his head, "In God We Trust" on the left. And the year 1996 below, the reverse carried the traditional heraldic eagle, wings spread wide, with arrows in its talons and an olive branch below, a powerful symbol of American strength and peace. Although no special commemorative design was issued in 1996, these quarters are still highly collectible today due to their condition, mint mark, and occasionally rare minting errors. Part 2. Mint marks and production. In 1996, 3 different mints produced quarter dollar coins. The Philadelphia Mint, with no mint mark, produced over 925 million coins. The Denver Mint, with a D mint mark, struck about 906 million coins, and the San Francisco Mint, with an S mint mark, created proof coins for collectors, totaling over 2 million. So, in total, well over 1.8 billion 1996 quarters were struck, making it one of the most widely circulated years in the series. While these numbers suggest the coin is very common, remember that collectors are always looking for quality over quantity. It's the coins in mint state, or those with rare minting errors, that carry the most value today. Part 3. Condition and grading. Now let's talk about grading, a key factor in determining the value of any coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers representing coins in better condition. A circulated 1996 quarter typically falls between grades VG 8 to EF 40 and is worth face value, just $0. 25, however, mint state coins, especially those graded MS 60 to MS 67, are where the value really starts to climb. A 1996 quarter graded MS 65 might sell for $5 to $8, while coins in MS 67 condition or higher have been known to fetch $25 to $50, depending on demand and whether the coin has a beautiful untouched luster. And let's not forget the proof coins, the 1996 S-Proof quarter, which was never released into circulation and has a mirror-like finish. Can sell for anywhere from $4 to $20 depending on its grade. With PR 69 or PR 70 deep cameo specimens being the most valuable. Error coins to watch for. Here's where things get exciting. Error coins. These are factory mistakes that slipped through quality control and made their way into circulation. Some of the most valuable 1996 quarters are those with striking errors, including double die obverse or reverse, where the design appears doubled due to a misaligned strike. Off-center strikes, where the design isn't properly centered on the planchet. Clipped planchets, where a piece of the coin is literally missing. Die cracks or cuds, where metal flows into cracks in the die, creating raised lines or blobs on the coin. These rare errors can turn an ordinary quarter into a collectible worth $50 to several $100s. Depending on how unique and dramatic the error is. So, if you have a 1996 quarter that looks unusual, it may be worth a closer inspection, or even sending it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Market value in 2024. Now, let's break down the current market value in US dollars for the 1996 quarter based on different factors. Circulated 1996 quarters, $25, face value. Uncirculated MS, 63 to MS, 65 coins, $20 to $50. High-grade MS, 66 to MS, 67 coins, $150 to $500 plus 1996. S-Proof quarters, $40 to $200, depending on grade. Error coins clipped, double die, off-center $50 to over $300, depending on severity and rarity. These values can fluctuate depending on collector demand, silver and copper prices, though this coin is not silver, and the rarity of any discovered errors. So always keep an eye on the market and consult auction sites and coin grading companies for up-to-date prices. If you're hoping to find or invest in a valuable 1996 quarter, here are a few quick tips. Look for coins with full detail, especially on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Avoid coins with heavy scratches, dents, or discoloration. Proof coins are shinier and have mirror-like fields, easy to spot if you've never seen one before. If you suspect you found an error, consult a professional before selling. Store valuable coins in protective holders to maintain their grade and prevent damage. Even if you don't find a jackpot coin, every piece has a story, and collecting them is part of that journey. So there you have it, the full story of the 1996 $quarter coin and its surprising value in today's collector market. While most of these coins are worth just 25 cents, a sharp eye and a little luck could lead you to a coin worth far more. Whether you're searching through your spare change, inherited a coin collection, or just love American history, the 1996 quarter is a fascinating coin to explore. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into the world of coins. Drop a comment below if you have a 1996 quarter or any other coin you want us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.